Since we have so many people here tonight, I should introduce myself. My name is Narad, the name given to me by the Divine Mother. And I first met her in 1961, when I was 23 years old. She named almost 900 flowers, telling us what the vibration of that flower could be understood, translated from French into English. The flower that you see below you in individual parts is actually a big cluster. And it's one of my favorite flowers because its significance has such tremendous power. Mother says, it is divine love governing the world. Namaste, and welcome to the Om Choir. Namaste. You are about to have a very unique experience. The experience of a unity that is only possible through our oneness and sound. And so, when the Mother told me to bring down a new music, over the years, I have found in my research of composers all over the world that this music was beginning to come down in small amounts. But it comes down fully in the Om choirs if we can truly feel the oneness that is us. We begin always with many more people. We begin always with working on this human body, this body consciousness. Because it has to learn how to produce and support a tone, a note. So the first part of the Om choir is a few exercises that will help the body to learn. The body consciousness is also evolving, just as our vital nature, our mind is evolving into the new consciousness. So we begin by humming, and you will find the resonance in this hall quite strong. You know, years ago, before we had all this knowledge of the New Age, concert halls were built through those people who had a great intuitive feeling as to the nature of sound. And today, when concert halls are built, they are built to perfection. We cannot say that this hall is built to perfection, but it's quite good. I think all of you can hear me, hopefully, fairly clearly. Good. So let's begin with a hum. I have noticed immediately at least 3 low voices singing an octave below the note I just gave. And this is wonderful. This is what we need. We also need sopranos, high sopranos when the Om begins. So we have to feel free now and experiment in our singing, because not everyone can repeat the correct note, but some may get it by the end of the Om choir. Others may get it after 2 or 3 Om choirs. I don't feel that anyone is totally tone deaf. I have students who have challenges with tonality, but after much practice, they get it. So we begin with learning how to produce a tone. And the key is a muscle that we're not always too aware of. It's called the diaphragm. And the diaphragm is key to supporting the air column that we took in through our lungs and sustaining the notes that arise. How do we use this diaphragm? How do we make it supple? How do we make it responsive? Is the key to great singing. And all the great singers in the world know this key. So we'll begin first with an exercise, very ancient exercise. No, 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 no. No, no. Now that's pretty good. Of course, there are some people who were singing the wrong note because either they couldn't hear it or they couldn't reproduce it. But that's not a problem at all. That will come about. And we want to go up, perhaps by half notes or full tones, and see how high we can go. But before we do that, we have to learn how to take a breath. It's a quick sniff through the nose that expands the diaphragm greatly. So let's try it. It can be silent also. And then the exercise we use is simple, but not so easy for many. It is to move the diaphragm in on each note, but we'll begin just using it for one sound, ha. So breathe, ha, 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 ha. Okay, a couple of suggestions. We don't have to open and close our mouth with ha. It's just ha, 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 ha. Okay? So that's extra work that we don't have to do. The second thing is we really have to use the diaphragm. And I'm going to look at all of you to be sure that you are pulling it in. It never goes out involuntarily. It goes out naturally when it's finished. And when we take the new breath, it comes out also. So, ha, ha, ha. Now, you can't hide from me. So when you have a jacket on, I can't see your diaphragm. Yeah, I can't see it. Can you open? Can you open? Ha! Now, the shoulders and the chest do not go down. Everything takes place right here. Everything. All speaking, even whispering. So, pull the diaphragm in. Let's try it again. Ha! Whoa. Okay. Using the diaphragm, we will do the following exercise. No, 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 no. Now, if you are singing properly, you will find that the higher you go, the more you will need the diaphragm. Down here, it's pretty easy. No, 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 I don't need it. But as I rise higher and higher, it gets more difficult. And then we have to rely only on the diaphragm. Because if we use our throat, we can harm the vocal cords. We cannot do that. Let's begin. No, 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 no. Now we're going to test the range of your voices. So let's see if we have anyone here. No, no, no. No. Well, that's pretty good. So we go up a bit. No. No. Good starting point. So remember where we started and how high we can go. No, Now, the problem I'm hearing is that as we try to sing the no, it becomes na. And I'm hearing a lot of na. But the om must be pronounced perfectly in order to bring that down through the divine presence. So form your lips in a circle and cover the note. Covering the note will take some time. It's not easy. But when we cover the note, no, not no, no, oh, no, no, no. I'm still hearing some nas over here, but much better. Huh? No, no. How many singers do we have here tonight? Singers. 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, that's wonderful. No, no, no. Now, I'm too old to be singing, but that top note should not be shouted out. No, 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 oh, no. Once again, without shouting, but using the diaphragm just gently to support it. We're not that high yet. No. Someone singing, no, no, no. Now we're a very large group tonight, so I want to work a little bit on the beauty of intervals, intervallic relationships. So we'll start on this side with one note, and we'll do a perfect fifth. So this group will one group, and this group is the other group. Okay, if you're not sure of the note, just sing very softly, because I want to get the feeling, for all of you to get the feeling of what a perfect fifth sounds like. It's the strongest interval in all of music. Again, oh. And a perfect fourth. Can you all hear it? Show of hands, how many heard it? Very few. Okay. If you have a keyboard at home or a harmonium, just tap in the tonic, the low note, the bass note, and the fifth or the fourth. So now we're going to try a triad, 3 tones. So we'll go right here, this group here. Pretty good, aren't we? And now a chord. not quite getting that. Try it. Oh. Yeah, but it's a lot. You're singing it an octave lower. So, do I have some high soprano voices? A few? High soprano? Okay, we'll keep at it, but it's almost time to begin the Om choir. So I'm going to sit down. Those of you who have been with me for many years know that I have to repeat these things every week because they are so relevant to the Om choir. When Mother asked me to bring down a new music, I was so young I didn't know about this new music. I had to grow into it, listening to thousands and thousands of recordings and going to hundreds and hundreds of concerts, trying to find this new music. And Om is at the root of it. Because Mother tells us that Om is the voice of the Lord. Imagine this. We are singing the voice of the Lord. Therefore, this becomes a sacred moment for all of us. A moment when we have to go very deeply within. Because when we begin the Om, we are no longer singers. We are simply instruments. Instruments to invoke the divine presence to sing through this sacred body. And we never know what will happen, but it is always something tremendously elevating, divinely inspired, if we can focus not on ourselves, throwing out the ego, throwing out the judgment of the mind, and throwing out all shyness, just being one soul who is aspiring for this transformative music to descend. And it has the power of transformation. And many, many have felt it. I have a book filled with the spiritual experiences of people in the Om choir. It is extremely important that we keep this in our consciousness. Sacred, focused, concentrated, offered. We begin with me asking for a note from anyone in this great choir. Anyone, just a note. And you will find immediately that the whole choir is somehow singing. And many of you may feel the presence in the room. Of course, it is here now. And those of us who are even slightly open to it can feel it. We can call it whatever we like. The Mother, Sri Aurobindo, the Divine, the highest. Words don't matter. Words do not matter. What matters is the opening of our being to this descent. So I ask for a note, and the choir begins. And it is the divine presence, believe me, who will be singing through you. Do not think it's you. Do not think you are a great singer or not a singer at all, or unworthy of singing, or whatever this human mind conjures up. But that we are simply aspirants who would wish this new music to come down and begin transforming the world, which was one of the key things of Mother and Sri Aurobindo's work, to bring down a new consciousness, which Sri Aurobindo named the supramental, or the supermind. And that has the power to change this world. And we gathered here together in humility, with some joy. There's always joy. Call it down. After some time, and I cannot tell you how long it takes, sometimes it's very brief, sometimes it's a little longer, we know when the end comes, when something has come down. And then I ask from anyone to quote a few lines from Sri Aurobindo's Savitri. We just had Savitri satsang at 4:30 today, and many of you have heard magnificent lines from Savitri. If you have not read it, I would recommend that you pick up a book, because it will change your life. After the quotation, we'll begin the second Om, and then a third Om. And lastly, we'll stand and do the final Om together. I tell you, it is a blessed event. May I have a note? remember our exercises and how we went at least 2 octaves. Allow the Divine Presence to sing on any note He likes. Don't even try to harmonize. Just allow that supreme force to express itself in song. May I have a note? You see how beautiful that was. May I have a few lines from Savitri?
But now he walks in nature's doubtful ray, yet can the mind of man receive God's light. The force of man can be driven by God's force. Then is he a miracle doing miracles.
May I have a note? May I have a note?